Seeing is no longer believing. Deepfakes and synthetic media threats. Imagine getting a phone call from your boss, their voice, their tone, even their typical mannerisms, asking you to urgently transfer company funds to a client account. Everything seems legit. You act quickly, only to find out later that your boss never made that phone call. You've been fooled by synthetic media. This is the dangerous reality of deepfakes. What are deepfakes? Deepfakes are synthetic media where a person's likeness, voice, face, or body is convincingly altered or created using artificial intelligence, or AI. Deep comes from the deep learning, a type of AI. Fake refers to the media's inauthenticity. Fakes aren't just videos. You can also include audio, fake phone calls, and images. Background and rise of deepfakes. The technology behind deepfakes started as a tool for film and entertainment, helping actors appear younger or recreating scenes. However, it quickly moved into malicious territory. The technology behind deepfakes originally started as a tool for film and entertainment. Studios used it to help actors appear younger, recreating scenes without needing reshoots, and even bringing back deceased actors back to life on screen. It was a breakthrough for the entertainment industry, saving time and money while creating stunning visual effects. However, as with many powerful technologies, it didn't stay confined to professional hands. By 2017 and 2018, deepfake techniques began to spread online, with open source software making the technology available to the public. Suddenly, individuals with no professional background in filmmaking or artificial intelligence could create surprisingly convincing fake videos, images, and audio clips, using free apps and simple tutorials online. The rise of deepfake apps and platforms such as FakeApp, Zao, and Deepface Lab made synthetic media accessible to almost anyone with a smartphone or laptop. At first, many early users experimented for fun, but it didn't take long for malicious actors to realize the potential for deception, harassment, fraud, and manipulation. Today, the barriers to create deepfakes are extremely low. Anyone with basic internet access and minimal tech skills can create realistic fake content. Meanwhile, the potential harm caused by deepfakes, including reputational damage, political disruption, financial scams, and the spread of misinformation, continues to grow at an alarming rate. The most common way deepfakes are created today is through a method called generative adversarial networks, or GANs for short. GANs involves two competing artificial intelligence models working against each other in a type of digital cat and mouse game. One AI model called the generator tries to create fake media, whether it is a video, a voice recording, or an image that looks real enough to fool the second AI model. The second AI, called the discriminator, is trained to detect whether the media it is analyzing is real or fake. Each time the generator creates new fake content, the discriminator tries to catch the flaws. When the discriminator successfully spots a fake, the generator learns from its mistakes and improves the content immediately. Over thousands or even millions of trained cycles, the generator becomes so good at producing synthetic media that it becomes almost impossible for even humans, and sometimes even AI, to tell the difference. Initially, generating a convincing deepfake took large amounts of computing power, expensive graphic cards, and days or even weeks of machine training. But with today's technology, creating a realistic deepfake can now take just a few hours, especially if the creator has access to large data sets of online images, videos, and voice samples of the target. As more photos, videos, and audio recordings are shared publicly through social media, interviews, and online platforms, gathering material to train these AI models becomes even easier, allowing deepfakes to become more personalized, more convincing, and more dangerous. Deepfakes are not just theoretical risks. They've already been used in real-world cases across the entertainment, politics, and business, often with serious consequences. One early wave of deepfake misuse targeted celebrities. Famous actors and public figures had their faces digitally placed in videos and images they had never participated in, including inappropriate or damaging content. These celebrity deepfakes spread rapidly across the internet, blurring the lines between real and fabricated media. Even when proven false, the damage to a person's reputation and public image can be lasting and severe. In the political world, deepfakes pose an even greater threat. Fake videos have been created showing politicians saying or doing things they had never actually said or done, often aiming to mislead voters or stir public outrage. These videos, especially when shared during election seasons, can rapidly influence public opinion, creating confusion and undermining the trust in democratic institutions. In this case, debunking the fake takes longer than the time it takes for the misinformation to spread and cause harm. Deepfakes have been used to commit serious financial fraud. In one notable incident in 2019, the CEO of a UK-based energy firm was tricked into transferring $243,000 to a criminal's bank account. The attacker used a deepfake voice recording that perfectly mimicked the CEO's parent company boss, placing his German accent, tone, and speaking patterns. Believing that the urgent request was real, the CEO fulfilled his request, demonstrating how realistic deepfakes can now be weaponized to exploit people's trust and authority in a matter of minutes. The more realistic the fake, the easier it is to deceive, manipulate, and exploit both individuals and the entire organizations. As deepfake technologies improve, these types of attacks are expected to become even more common, more convincing, and more difficult to defend against. Preventing and protecting strategies. As deepfakes grow more advanced and accessible, protecting yourself and your organization isn't optional. It's essential. Here are key strategies that everyone should know. Number 1. Critical thinking and skepticism. The most powerful tool you have is your judgment. Always take a moment to pause and think. Does this make sense? Is this typical behavior for this person? If the message feels urgent, emotional, or out of character, especially when it involves money, private data, or personal information, verify it before acting. Even if it looks or sounds just like someone you know, treat it with caution. Deepfakes are designed to exploit familiarity and trust. Number 2. Using multi-factor verification. After high-stakes decisions like financial transactions or confidential disclosure, always verify the request through a second communication channel. For example, if you get a video call or email from your CEO asking for urgent funds, follow up with a direct phone call, a text, or even an in-person check-in before taking action. Never rely solely on one medium. Layered verification is a simple but powerful defense. Number 3. Technical tools for detection. There are emerging tools and services specifically designed to analyze media for deepfake manipulation. These include AI-based softwares that look for digital artifacts, inconsistent lightings or shadows, unnatural to blink or lip movement, and mismatched voice to lip sync. While not foolproof and often lagging behind the latest deepfake techniques, these tools can help flag suspicious content early. Examples include Microsoft's Video Authenticator, Deepware Scanner, and platforms integrating media integrity verification. Train your team and yourself. Organizations should offer regular training sessions on synthetic media awareness. Employees should learn the basics: how deepfakes are made, what red flags to watch for, and how to report suspicious content. This kind of proactive education helps build a strong first line of defense, especially in industries like finance, law, journalism, and government. Number 5. Promote digital and media literacy. On a broader level, we need to cultivate a culture of healthy skepticism. Teach people, especially students and digital natives, on how to evaluate sources, cross-check information, and resist knee-jerking reactions to sensational content. Encourage the habit of asking questions before sharing, because every person who stops a fake from spreading plays a part in slowing the harm. Number 6. Stay informed. The landscape is always changing. Stay current with trusted cybersecurity blogs, new outlets, and tech watchdogs that report on deepfake trends and security practices. Follow updates from academic researchers, ethical hackers, and tech companies working on detection and countermeasures. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. Conclusion. In a world where seeing is believing no longer holds true, we face a new reality, one where appearances can no longer be trusted at face value. Deepfakes and synthetic media are not science fiction. They are here, they are advancing rapidly, and their ability to deceive is growing stronger every day. Protecting ourselves begins with 3 essential steps: awareness, verification, and adaptation. Awareness means recognizing that no voice, no image, no video should be accepted without question. It means staying informed about how these technologies work and how they're evolving and where they pose the greatest risks. Verification means adapting habits of double-checking information, especially when the stakes are high. It means taking the extra steps to confirm a surprising request, a strange video, or suspicious headlines before reacting or sharing. Adaptation means evolving with technology. It means using new tools, staying flexible, and understanding that protecting the truth today requires more effort, more vigilance, and more critical thinking than ever before. We must not give in to cynicism or fear. Instead, we must respond with knowledge, caution, and action. The more we understand these threats, the harder it becomes for malicious actors to succeed. And the more we spread awareness, the stronger our communities become against manipulation. Deepfakes represent a serious challenge. With vigilance and resilience, we can meet it. The future of trust depends on all of us.